7 devices can be addresses. Okay, that's right. But in AVR, Arduino, etc., we can address 16 items. Salam, Mr. Ahmed. The data rate in a standard 1 megabit per second, but today more than 1 megabit per second. Okay, you can refer to web and see the maximum for today's. Salam, Mrs. Noor. Salam, salam. Really simple protocol, and most microcontrollers today have it built in and embedded. That's right. Okay, here we see some, for example, sensors and devices containing I2C. For example, a touch sensor, non-volatile RAM as EEPROM. Salam, Mr. Yasser, salam. A compass sensor, FM transmitter or receiver sensor, temperature, LCD, etc. Gyros, joysticks, keyboards, keypads, motors, etc. Here is, for example, a Nintendo device that is containing a standard I2C. For example, off the shelf, we can use I2C in it. 3-axis accelerometer with A to D with David accuracy, 2-axis analog joystick with 8-bit of data converter, etc. What about acceleration? That's right. Here we see X, Y, Z, acceleration, velocity, etc. And can we use this protocol joystick and for our projects, for example. Salam, Mrs. Safa, salam, and salam, Mr. Yasser, salam. Salam, Mr. Yasser, salam. It's a Tagharan. Salam, salam, Yasser, salam. I type it, it's nice. Salam, Yasser, salam. Okay, nice. Salam, Yasser, salam. Okay. Mokhlas. Okay, and it's connected. Okay, connector. For example, we see here serial data connected and VCC. But our Arduino, we have this Arduino. We said previously here in our A5 and A4. Okay, when you use I2C, we don't have A4 and A5, but this 2 pin is used for SDA and SDK, serial data and serial clock for I2C. Here, I2C built in on Arduino's 80 mega 328 chip. Use wire library. Using wire library can very simplifies our works. We see it, and SDK and SDA or A4 and A5. That's right. Here we see 2 examples. One for writing and another for reading in I2C format. Okay, for writing, I zoom in it here. Another one here. Include wire.h, wire header file. W is uppercase. Okay, wire.h. Void setup, wire.begin as serial class. Okay, and serial object. W is uppercase as serial, S in serial. Wire dot some functions, for example, begin, wire begin. Join I2C bus in our design. Okay, in Arduino. for master, we said in writing and in reading, the session is started by a master. That's right. Thus, master doesn't need any addresses. Okay, the address for master is optional. Here, address optional for master. Any slaves address. Even when we have one master, at one master, a specific. That's right. Voice setup wire begin. Here wire dot begin transmission, begin transmission. Okay, function begin transmission. Again, T is uppercase. Okay, in lowercase. Begin transmission. 4 is address of the slave. Excuse me. For the address of slave. Here, transmit to device number 4. Wire send. In serial, we had serial print and serial read. Okay. In wire, we have wire send instead of print. Wire send and wire receive instead of read. Serial print, serial read. Here, wire send, wire receive. That's right. Wire send, X is blank. X is blank. Then wire send X. What's X? X is 0. Byte X. Byte as a short integer. Okay. X is 0. Wire end transmission. Begin transmission, end transmission. That's right. Salam SMS. Salam salam. Alam salam. Then X plus plus. Delay for half of a second, and then again begin, send, end, begin, send, end, begin, send, end, etc. Okay, as here. As here in this slide, you can, for example, send some bytes, for example 1 byte, 2 byte, 10 bytes, etc. Okay, but it does that code in this code sending 1 byte each time. Okay, no one byte, one packet, X blank, I S blank, null. Okay, X, these are 1 2 3 4 5, and X 6 items. Okay, 6 items, X blank, I S blank, X, 6 items each one. Okay, that's right. Salam Mr. Abdul Abbas. Salam salam. Alam salam. Here another one, reading data. We had writing data, here reading data. Both of them starting by master, not a slave. Both of them starting by master. That's right. Here, include wire.h. This is their file for using wire and for I2C. In setup, wire.begin for establishing an I2C connection, serial begin for communication between my Arduino and, for example, my laptop, okay, or my headphone. That's right. Serial begin, this is baud rate that can be the same in both sides, okay, this baud rate. Void loop, wire request from. Salam Mr. Uday. Salam salam salam. أهلا وسهلا. كيف حالك؟ Wire request from. Okay, request from which two is the مخلص 2 is the address of a specified slave. Okay, and 6 is the maximum bytes gotten from that master. Okay, here request 6 bytes from S slave device number 2. This is number 2, and this is the maximum number of characters. Okay. As said previously, you can type this in your sketch and shift F1. The help is coming for you from IDE, and for example for wire request from, for wire send, wire begin, etc., and some simple and nice examples. Okay, a good help inside the IDE for you. Wire request from master number 2 and maximum of 6 bytes. Here, while wire available as serial available. Okay, we had serial available, that anything is inside the I2C buffer, okay, isn't empty. While wire available or wire available not equal by 0. Okay, while wire available, character is wire dot receive in serial. سلام مثل علا عبدالکریم. سلام سلام سلام. این علا ain. No, where is my ain? I don't have ain on my keyboard displaced. Please type it. Ala Abdul Karim. What's the meaning of Allah? Abdul Karim. What's the meaning of Allah? الألا في القيم، الألا في القيم، في القيام. I don't know. Okay. Isnaim is typing. الألو في المبدأ في القديم. بس الألو في القديم، الألو في المبدأ، ألو الأزلي من الألو المكانة العالية. معنى. اوكي معنى الشرف. الألو إن حديث الكساء يقول العلي الأعلى يغراك السلام، يخصك بالتحية والإكرام لعلي أمير المؤمنين. علي الأعلى الله الأحد، علي الأدنى علي أمير المؤمنين. أدنى مقابل علي الأعلى، نای قد و ارتفاع در مقادیر. أولوف ما شما اسم الحسنى. احسنتم کامل. Please type Mr. Ahmed Fawaz. What do you say? يخبرك السلام يا يغراك السلام. العلي الأعلى يخبرك السلام أو يغراك السلام. I don't know. Maybe يخبرك السلام. نفس المعلي. اي نعم اي احسنتم that's right. Here in loop wait setup wire begin serial begin in loop wire request from the slave number 2 maximum of 6 bytes while wire available character C is wire receive لكم الحسنى. I don't know what لكم الحسنى. Receive, we said serial.read, here wire.receive. Okay, serial مخلص for example لكم الطوبى لكم الحسنى لنا كلنا ان شاء الله. Okay, حسن الأخلاق very good for all of us. حسن الأخلاق نصف الدين. اوكي آمين لكلنا ان شاء الله. التبسم حسن الاخلاق. You said for example yesterday one of you Mrs. Ebtesam. Okay, in Iran we have name of tabassum. مخلص in Iran tabassum. Okay, you had Ebtesam. We say tabassum. Tabassum is for example a nice and a small laugh. Okay, over my lips. Tabassum over my lips. Okay. حسن الخلق من الدين. إن شاء الله لكلنا حسن الخلق والتبسم والابتسام. While wire available character is wire receive serial print C. أحسنتم مستر حامد. إنما بعثت لأتمم مكارم الأخلاق. المصطفى صلى الله عليه وآله. أحسنتم إنما بعثت لأتمم مكارم الأخلاق. حسن الخلق بعيال الله. Okay. الخدمة لعيال الله. Wire receive from for example we have 2 Arduino boards. Okay, I receive some characters from that Arduino and send it to laptop. Okay, by serial print. That's right. Third connection, a connection between 2 Arduinos and another one between this Arduino and the laptop. A simple program. While half of a second. For previous slide, here was x blank is blank x, that is 6 characters, and here we see maximum of 6 characters. Okay, not exactly 6, maximum of 6. Okay, maybe for example the sender or the slave send for us only 2 characters. Okay, but maximum of 6 characters is okay by master. That's right. Okay, this slide is over and we go to another slide, but first of all I define another project. Okay, we had today 3 projects. Okay, please one of you type the title of these 3 projects. One of you, Mrs. Naim Ahsan. No, please type the title of these 3 projects. Mr. Mohammed Rashid, please type here the title of 3 projects. Ahsantum, 2 sound segments, 2 LEDs for two timers, okay? One of them blinking at 1 second, another one blinking at 10 seconds. And Ahmed Fawaz, a system containing a system containing a keypad and a LCD, okay? Ahmed Fawaz was typed. Mr. Ahmed Fawaz, please, no, I read it again, is okay. If it's what's okay, I put it over Telegram for all of you. Containing a keypad, project 1, a 2 digits up counter with 27 segments, project 3, 2 blinking LEDs, one at 1 second and another at 10 seconds, using timers 0 and 1, enabling interrupts, Ahsantum, timer of Fulus 0 and 1, interrupt using in normal or cities mode. Ahsantum, Ahmed Fawaz, it's a comment. I put it over Telegram at no for a question of some of you in private. Control C, and here Control V in Telegram. Interrupt using interrupts, blank using interrupts, okay. Interrupts, okay. No, interrupts. Yeah, it's red using normal OCTC. Okay, here in Telegram for all of you, but where are you? Here, LCD keypad and blinking LED. Ahsantum, all of you. Ahsantum. Another one, PRG1, PRG4. Okay, PRG4. What Mr. Amer is? Mr. Amer, project description. This assignment is to design a circuit using Arduino that flashes 2 LEDs connected to A0 different period from using Ahsantum. Okay, Ahsantum mix. Okay, Mr. Ahmed Fawaz said all of projects. You said the title of the last project, the PRG3. Okay, in details. That's right. But PRG4, in PRG4, here I disconnect stop sharing, then share my screen. You see my screen, okay? Here, go to the web. I type here. I type Arduino. Here is Arduino Proteus. Okay. Arduino Proteus library. Okay. Arduino Proteus library. For example, this file. This is a good file. The engineering projects. I go it. Here. This is a good site. Okay. Some of them Indian, Egypt, for example, author Sayyid Zain Nasir. Okay. I Control C. I type it here for you. Control V. The engineering projects. Okay. It has some good tutorials. Some items very good. Okay, can you refer to it? Here you can download a library, Arduino TP, Arduino TEP. TEP is the engineering projects. Okay, TEP, the engineering projects. Name of their domain. Okay, TEP. Arduino TEP.library.lib, Arduino TEP.idx. Okay, you can download this and as your they recommends. Okay, you can add it to your Proteus. That's right. When adding to Proteus correctly, you see this item. This item you can see, for example, Arduino Mega, Arduino Uno, some Arduino Nano, etc. Okay. Then, example, you can in Proteus design this hardware. Okay. For example, an Arduino Uno, an LED, and ground, etc. Okay. Arduino, but in a file. Okay. File. This Arduino, for example, is LED blinking. That's right. And some other items. A good site. Okay. There is a library in other sites, but this site is a good item. That's right. Please download and install this library for supporting Arduino in your Proteus. That's right. Here, or with UART. Okay, all of them. But here, to Arduino I2C communication. Here, you see the first one came from Arduino.cc. Arduino.cc tutorial. Library examples. Okay, is inside Arduino.cc. Very good. Okay, but here I go to images. As here you can see. Okay, two Arduino. This is inside Proteus. Okay, you can use two Arduinos. These two Arduino are connected by I2C. Okay, Control Plus. Here, pin A4 and A5. Here, pin A4 and A5. SDA to SDA, SDK to SDK. That's right. But what we want a project. Okay, a keypad connected to this Arduino and LCD connected to the second Arduino. Okay, previously we had in a simple project and a simple, for example, microprocessor, a keypad and LCD connected to it. Okay, this is the same, but with I2C between them. A keypad connected to the first Arduino and LCD connected to the second Arduino. When, for example, a user pressed a key on keypad, this Arduino get it and then transfer it to the slave, and this slave show it our LCD. Okay, thus PRG4. Okay, two Arduinos. A system containing two Arduinos. That's right. Two Arduinos, a keypad, and a LCD. Okay. A system containing two Arduinos, a keypad and LCD. Three items. The character. Gotten from keypad on on the first Arduino is shown on the LCD, on or by the second Arduino. Okay, using I2C protocol. I2C communication protocol. That's right. Project 4, a system containing 2 Arduinos and a keypad and a LCD. The character gotten from keypad on the first Arduino is shown on the LCD by the second Arduino using I2C communication protocol. That means I give a character, I'm the first Arduino, okay? For example, I'm the first and I'm master. I'm giving a character from the keypad and route it to the second Arduino, and the second Arduino as a slave put it over LCD. That's right. All of you, when doing this protocol, this project, you should for documentation you should fill a video file less than half of an hour, okay, less than 30 minutes. That's right. And send the video file for me, okay, at least 1 minute by your picture and your voice, okay, for example at the corner of the video. The documentation must be in a video file, okay, less than 30 minutes, okay, and at least 1 minute, okay, 1 minute, 5 minutes, or to all of the video which you want, at least 1 minute by your picture and voice, okay. I like you, I trust you, but for forbidding cheating, okay. For اجتناب we say in Iran تقلب, okay, for not copy pasting. All of you must do it yourself, okay. This is documentation must be in a video less than 30 minutes. That's right. At least 1 minute by your picture and your voice at the corner of the video, okay. There isn't any problem? There isn't any question? This PRG4 has 3 scores, okay, as we said previously, 3 scores. That's right. I type it in Telegram, PRG4, Control C, here Control V, again Control C, Control C again, Control V, the character, the documentation, Control C, here Control V, documentation, and here the next one, Control C, Control V, the PRG has Control V, JS course, enter. Again, PRG4, a system containing two Arduinos equipped. I'm reading from Telegram. A system containing two Arduinos, a keypad, and a LCD. 3 items, 4 items. 2 Arduinos, for example, 2 Arduino Uno. Okay, a keypad and LCD. A keypad connected to the first Arduino, and LCD connected to the second Arduino. The communication between 2 Arduinos, but I2C. Okay, the character gotten from keypad on the first Arduino is shown W. Edit it, edit. Here's edit. It's shown here. Okay. It's shown on the LCD by the second Arduino using I2C communication protocol. The documentation must be in a video file less than 30 minutes, at least 1 minute by your picture and your voice. The project has 3 scores. We got distracted by this difficult project. No, Mr. Mohamed Rashid, no. Isn't a difficult project. Very simple. I said to you, you can find all of them over the web. Okay, you can find the codes over the web. But there isn't any problem by me for copy and paste from the web, but from each other. I meant to you that you learn it, okay? Because of it, I said all of you must fill a video file, okay? A simple project. Really, a simple project. Mohamed Rashid and all of you. The date of sending, when do you want the project? Okay, the deadline. When we will force project? Okay. I say you. In this project, would you like us to have a video explaining the project or what? Okay. Mr. Intisar. Okay. A video file for explaining the project. Your documentation instead of a PDF file is a video file. Okay, a video file for your documentation instead of a PDF file. Mr. Rashid, very simple for you. No, for you, for all of us, but for us is no. Mr. Rashid, I love you, Mr. Rashid. It's okay, a simple, okay, but for the time. Here, I type time.ir. Today, here. This is today, okay? 12 from Khordad, 21 from Shawwal, and 12 June, okay? This time, June 11. I said, Mrs. Safa, because I trust to you that all of you has worked itself. Okay, this is the reason for requesting a video file. Okay, I trust all of you, but for me, I'm a muallim, okay, I'm a teacher, and all of you must do it by laughing, okay, by tabassum. All of you must do it. Can you put video for this project? No, Mr. Ali Abdul Abbas, you can use, for example, your software man, okay? You're graduate, not undergraduate. In Iran, my undergraduate students film very videos. You can, for example, use Bandicam, 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 okay, or other packages. Bandicam is a simple package for constructing some video files. That's right. It's a good idea. It's a fun. It's fun. Don't worry about it. It's fun. The project. No, Mrs. Naiman. No, 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 no. Don't ask. This is simple. No, no, no. No, no, no. But for deadline. Deadline be here. Okay, here. I type it. Deadline. June 11. Okay, this is a very long deadline, very long. From this time, 10 days. 10 days is very long. Okay, you can do it less than 1 day. Less than 1 day. Okay, 2 or 3 hours. But we say 10 days. For your video, for this, we say تجربه. Okay, the Linux search purging. Okay, there's no problem. No, all of them is good for June 11, not 15. 15 is very long. I said we should define some other projects. Project 5, Project 6, Project 7, Project 8, and Project 9. No, to Project 8. Project 1, 2, 3, and 5. Project 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? This 5 projects. Each of them has 3 scores, and each of them has video file for documentation. Okay, has video file for documentation, and this is a good for your try and learn. For example, a Bandicam, etc. Please don't ask about the difficulty, about deadline, etc. I love you, but don't ask these things. Okay. All of you, Mr. Antasar, Mr. Rashid, Mr. Antasar said, we help each other in order, no, we help each other, okay, maybe each help each other, okay, don't worry, help each other, but each of you must work himself, okay, because of projects. We help each other. In order to complete the project, we do not tell you that we know very well. Okay, don't worry, I know. But we help in addition to using Google. Okay, there's another problem. This more, and when we have the final exam. Mr. Muhammad Rashid, I said you pull for it. Okay. Yourself said it's better to don't have any exam, any final exam. Forgot it, Muhammad Rashid? You vote about it, all of you. No? It's better for you. Was it of the final exam? La ilaha illallah. Mrs. Ebtesam, Mr. Rashid, all of you, we vote about it. Mrs. Hala, we don't have any final exam, just projects. Okay. Mr. Ahmed Fawaz, the PRGs are the final. No, this PRG, no, this PRG. PRG 1, PRG 2, PRG 3, PRG 4, PRG 5, PRG 6, PRG 7, PRG 8. PRG 8 is the final of the course. Mr. Rashid, you remember it, that's right. Mr. Lobna said, can you send the lecture in MP4 format in Telegram? Yes. I sent for you one lecture in video format, okay, for you, that for learning ideas, okay. Mr. Sam said, I'm in Windows this course and is it in the 7th month? No, 7th month from the year. From the year. Okay, Mr. Lomna. No, I said to it about, for example, each week one project. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks. 5 weeks from here. Okay. For example, the next week is the first week. Okay. The next week is the second week, etc. Less than 1.5 months. Okay. Really less than 2 months. 5 weeks from the next week. Mrs. Hala said, PBL, okay. Ahsantum, Mrs. Hala. PBL. What was PBL? Please type it, all of you. Mr. Rashid, you forgot your voting. Mr. Rashid, please type what was PBL? Mr. Muhammad Rashid. You are 29, okay? All of you, Miss Hala, Ahsantum. Miss Hala, project-based learning, okay? But not by exams. What was this, what was that, what was this, okay? Executing some good projects. These are some simple projects, okay? Don't worry. That's right. Go to the next item. About half hour for completing the class. Let's type in Mr. Rashid. Based PRG based where is it? Oh, in Telegram. Control X here, Control V. PRG based learning. That's right. Based of PRG. مبتني بناء على PRG. مثلا sir, the video, do you want it in Arabic? Oh no, in English. In English, okay? Don't worry. Speak slow. There isn't any problem, okay? I know. There isn't any problem. Ahsantum. In English. Or in Arabic, in slow, but not in Arabic, in English, okay? That's right. Okay. Okay, Mrs. Safa. Go to another one. Another. I said, Mrs. Hannah, less than 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes. Okay? Maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, etc. Okay? In your video file, you can design your sketches, design your produce area, etc. 30 minutes is a good. And if you compare good design in your, for example, Bandicam, the size of a 30-minute video file is less than 30 megabytes. Less than 30 megabytes. Okay. My stomach pain from fear. No, Miss Hala, don't worry. All of you, don't worry. Baba, in Iran we say Baba. My students in Iran, all of them fill these video files, okay? In undergraduate, graduate, don't worry. It's a good problem for you. It's a good problem for you. After learning, you like to fill some videos for yourself. It's very easy. No. No. Mr. Rashid, from this project, from PRG4 and all other of them, this video file is necessary. PRG4, PRG5, PRG6, PRG7, PRG8. All of them, the video file is necessary. Not knockout. Please be fun. In the world, all of you, please be in fun situations, okay? My friend says, after we die, Allah says, what was in the earth, in the world, okay? One of us says, it was very fun, okay? Allah says, go to Al-Jannah, okay? Go to heaven. But says, for example, from me, what was in the world? I say maybe bad, some bad, hot, etc. Allah says, stop to. Okay. The project is the video can't please you. No. Mrs. Naime, all of you must. This is my mind. Okay, this is okay. Okay, I have some ideas in my mind. Video. Do you need a PDF about? No. There isn't any need for PDF. This video file is your documentation. There isn't need for any PDF. PDF video is enough. Do you want us to explain the project after it's complementary of or explain the stage of the project's work? Okay. Inside your video, you are explaining. Inside the video, you are explaining your code and your design. You are, for example, designing your work in Produce, and at the same time, your video is filling. Okay. You pick from the library your Arduino Uno here, then pick a ground, for example, then pick a keypad, for example, then pick a LCD, for example, etc. In Iran, I say to my students, when I say to them less than 30 minutes, if they feel more than 30 minutes, their scores is lessing, okay? But not for you. You try to your video be less than 30 minutes. But for example, is more than 30 minutes, 32, 33, 35, there's any problem. Don't worry. For the first time, okay, for the first time. Maybe for PRG5, PRG6, etc., we say is necessary to less than 30 minutes, okay? All of you, okay. Asantom. I love all of you. You are my asdiqa. Okay, don't worry about it. Because of your learning, but not. يريد بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر. Okay, for yourself, for problem-based learning. Exactly, problem-based learning, project-based learning. That's right. I go here. Stop sharing and share document. Where's my computer? Timer's one. It's uploading. This for timer. We had timer previously, okay, but it was in ATmega, in AVR. This is in Arduino. Base is the same. It's very simple, okay. The theory is the same, but it is in Arduino, and we can fit it in, for example, less than 20 minutes. Okay, Arduino timers. Here, timers are Arduino. For example, Arduino wiring library has many useful time-related built-in functions: delay, millis, microsecond, delay microsecond, etc. Use timers in Arduino. That's right. I put this file for you in LMS. The PDM analog write. Analog write use timers. Okay. Another one, tone for music, no tone and no tone for music. Okay, these functions use the time. Inside it we have delays, time consuming function, etc. Servo library for controlling servo motors. Okay, use again timers, timer 0, timer 1, timer 2. For example, here we had it delay function. Okay, I zoom in it. Void setup pin mode, LED pin 13 as output. Okay, in loop digital write, LED pin and high. Delay for 1 second, 1000 millisecond. Digital write, LED pin low, blinking. Okay, and then delay for 1 second. These delay items, delay functions use timers, okay, and use timer overflow interrupts, for example, as one of you said. Maybe Mr. Ahmed Fawaz, one of you. That's right. Go to another slide. Analog write. Analog write use PWM, okay. We said we have OC, output compare pin, OC0, OC1, OC2, A and B, OC01, OC0, OC0A, OC0B, OC1A, OC1B, OC2A, OC2B, 3x2, 6 output pins can support PWM, okay. These OC0s use timers, okay. Here in the void setup, pin mode LED pin as output. What's LED pin? Pin 9. Pin supporting PWM pin. That's right. In loop, value is analog read from analog pin. Analog read and analog write not the same. Analog write for D6 of D0 to D13, okay. Pin 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, but analog read using A to D, okay, A0 to A5 only, okay. Value is analog read from analog pin. What's analog pin? Analog pin is pin 3, A3, okay. Read A3, then analog write our LED pin. What's it? Pin 9, a PWM support pin, okay. Value divided by 4, that we said for mapping between 10 bits A to D output and 8-bit PWM timers, okay. Another example for using timers. Analog write. Use timers. It said LED, varying brightness of LED and controlling speed of a motor. We can use PWMs. Okay, here I zoom out it. Here some good items. The frequency of PWM signal is approximately 490 Hertz. Okay. Previously we said about controlling duty cycle, not about frequency of PWM. Okay. In Arduino by default, the frequency of PWM signals is about 500 Hertz. Okay. About 490 Hertz. That's right. You can change this item, but isn't a good idea. Don't change it. Okay. Because maybe conflict some other items. This is a good one. Half of 1 kilohertz. On Arduino, we can use this for 6 pins, pin 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11 as PWM support. He said in analog write, no need to define as output these pins. Okay, maybe. Another one. It said analog write is separated from analog read. Analog read is for reading from A to this, but analog write is for changing the PWM of a digital signal, not analog signal. Okay. What's a timer? You know timers, etc. and registers. Here, this microcontroller 80 mega 3028 has 3 timers: timer 0, 1 and 2. Timer 0 and 2 are 8 bits as previously said, and timer 1 16 bits. Okay. For using in longer time, for example, a blink in, for example, some seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, etc. You maybe use timer 1. Okay, a bigger timer for bigger times, longer times. 8-bit timer has from 0 to 2055. That is overall 2056 different items, and a 16-bit timer can support to 64 kilo items. Okay. And in Arduino, this is 10 megahertz. Okay. Please excuse me. It was a tabligh. Iranians said tabligh. Okay. What do you say in Arabic? Tabligh. Tablighat. Okay. نفس الشيء تبليغ. Okay. Go here. Timer 0. Timer 0, 8-bit timer. In wiring libraries, timer 0 is used for commonly used timer functions. Okay. For example, for delay, for millis, for microsecond, etc. Ahsantum, Elan Shay. She said to me, please come to our exhibition, okay, from something. For delay, for millis, for microsecond, etc., we use timer 0. He says, if you change the timer 0 registers, this may influence Arduino timing function. Okay, maybe some conflicting items. This is dangerous. to changing the registers, okay? But changes are not permanent. If you accidentally mess up a timer register, just upload a new program. Don't worry. If you change some registers, again return it to the correct items, okay? Timer 1. Timer 1, a 16-bit timer invariant library. This is used for servo library, okay? Servo. This is a good slide for using a simple sketch for controlling servo motor. Okay, I zoom in it. This is a servo motor. A servo. You see only three pins, two of them for VCC and ground, okay? Then only a single pin for servo. Inside of servo, this is a complex hardware, okay? We see inside it feedback, a good feedback, a controller, etc. But outside, if is very simple using it. Servo for consulting for the printer, flight controller, robot, two-wheel balance robot, etc. You can use servo motors, for example. Okay, in CNCs maybe a good idea for using servo motors. But here a simple pin using PWM. Okay, you see here we connected it to pin 9. A PWM support pin, that's right. But the code servo my servo, okay, create servo object to control a servo, okay. This servo you can keep an object as type of servo, okay. This is your name, for example servo Hassan, servo for example Muhammad Rashid, servo my servo, okay, servo 1, which you name you like. A maximum of 8 servo objects can be created in a single sketch, okay. In setup, my servo dot attach. Again, you can shift F1 in your IDE about, for example, servo, okay, and its function. Please type over it, shift F1, and you see some good tutorials and some good items for learning about servo. That's right, my servo dot attach. But this is the pin that your servo is attached for using PWM, okay. My servo attached 9 as this structure, okay. Here void loop, in loop for position 0, position less than 180, position plus by 1, my servo dot write here, my servo dot write position. That means change the position from 0 to 180 by resolution of 1 degree. 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. to 180, okay. And some delays for establishing the movement from 0 to 1, from 1 to 2, etc. Delay for 15 milliseconds. That's right. Again, from we changed the start of the rotor from 0 to 180, okay. Again, we go back from 180 from here to here, okay. This is my pen, okay. I don't have any pen. This is, for example, my pen, excuse me, okay. We go from here to here, then again. That's right. For position 118 to position plus greater or equal than 1 plus minus by 1, my servo dot write position, and again delay for some milliseconds. That's right. A good and simple code for using servo. You can find any good ideas and any good sketches in Arduino.cc, in Playground, etc. You can type in web, in Google, Arduino servo. That's right. Some good ideas. and simple. Again, another slide. A quarter to 7 here, a quarter, less than a quarter. Timer 2, again a good item, a good slide. For music, each of you like it. For timer 2 is 8-bit timer, okay? In a wiring library, this timer is used for tone and no tone, okay? Tone is used for constructing some musics. Here, for example, in Produce, okay? For example, you connected pin 8, not PWM support, pin 8, okay, digital pin 8 to a speaker, okay, inside Arduino. You can use a speaker. For example, if not in a standard, from that site, for example, the engineering projects, okay, maybe there. You can pick and add to your purchase and then pick it, a speaker. And some other items, some other actuators, some libraries designed by third parties, okay, and can add it to your Arduino, your purchase. Okay, it's connected to pin 3 and pin ground. Yes, Mama Rashid, yes. Please ask. The ladies are ashamed to film. Okay, for the project, it's possible that they only record the audio and send it instead of the video. There's no problem. But in Iran, we say they film the video. They have hijab. Okay, they have hijab. I said less than 1 minute, about 1 minute. Why? Because I want to trust them. That, for example, I see Mrs. Dua, I see Mrs. Bayader, I see Mrs. Ala, I see Mrs. For example, Safa, Mrs. Hala. Okay. How? For example, you instead of me, Basma Rashid, or all of you. How you trust this is Mrs. Safa? How you? She's a woman, but I don't know who is it. Jail? Mrs. Safa? What's jail? I personally translate. Gilas? What's jail? Girl. Okay. Okay. No. If it's problem, maybe which you want. Okay, which you want. But I said, for example, Mrs. Safa, Mrs. Naima, Mrs. Hala, etc. All of them are girl. Okay. How you can distinguish between them? Girl A, girl B, girl C, etc. But But if it's hard for you, I don't. It's not necessary. But in Iran, there isn't anything. All of them have hijab. Okay, there isn't anything. But maybe, what do you like? Mr. Neves said, you can put our picture on the project without explaining. No. You know that in Iraq they wear hijab too. Okay, okay. What is good for you? Okay. يريد بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر. But we need a studio for no, not a studio for photography. You can hear the voice of our children. No problem. Messengers, no problem. No problem. A studio for photography. Oh, in Iran, here I'm speaking with you. I'm, for example, sometimes I'm cooking the food. Okay. Sometimes I open the door. No problem. We are learning with each other. You are my friends. No problem. Anything. Al-Karim? Okay. That's right. Maybe, Mr. Rashid, all of you, is it better for you? Each one is better for you, okay? Not necessary for your girls, okay? That's right. Very hot, very hot here. Complete the course. Less than 6 minutes to end of the class. Here, there's any problem? Here, integer melody an array named melody. Okay. Note, for example, note C4, note G3, note G3, note A4, note G3, silence 0, note B3, note C4, etc. Some notes, okay, from a notebook, music note. Here, note duration. For example, another array, note duration 4 8 8 4 8 8 8 8 8 4 4 4 4. For example, some silence between or duration of these notes. Okay, you can change it. You can change it. Simpler or more complex note you can write here in setup. For integer, this note is 0. This note less than 8, this note plus. Integer note duration 1000 divided by note duration in this note. Okay, that means each quarter note is 1000 divided by 4. 8 note, for example, 8th note is 1000 divided by 8, etc. In this timer, use pin 800. No, Mrs. Hala, no. You can use, for example, here tone. Here, for example, tone. You can type tone and press Shift F1 over it in IDE. Okay, and you see some tutorial over these items. Not pin 8 exactly. Can you cancel our projects and make exam? No, Mr. Ali Abdul Abbas, you vote about it. Your friends, vote about it, not exam. If If you want, all of you, we can again vote for example, listing the number of projects and adding a final exam. Not all of the scores. For example, less than 5 score. احسنتم Mr. Hala. Mr. Ali Abdul Abbas. Mr. Ali Abdul Abbas. Mr. Who was it? Mr. Mr. Ali Abdul Abbas. Okay, this is democracy. You vote about it. Okay, your friend voted about it. Okay. احسنتم. احسنتم Mr. Ali Abdul Abbas. Yes, احسنتم. These projects are simple. Okay, don't worry. You can get help from your friends. Okay, you can get help from the web. All of these projects can you find over the web. Okay, the code, the design in Proteus. Okay, but I want to yourself work it, learn, then work it in Proteus and in, for example, IDE, in Code Vision for 80 mega. Okay, and don't worry about filling the video. When you learned, you can fill the video. Okay. أحسنتم. The same as you voted. We have only 8 projects. 3 of projects, project 1, 2, 3, each of them has 2 scores, and project 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this 5 project has 3 scores. Okay, have 3 scores, and totally we have 21 scores. Okay, 5% more than 20. Asantum. Okay. Okay. Here, in duration, not duration, we contrasted not duration. Tone, pin, for example, pin 8, for example, pin 8, melody, this note. Here for this note from 0 to 8. Okay, melody, this note, for example, melody, this one, this note, then this note, then this note, etc. Tone 8, melody, this note duration, for example, duration constructed from it, 1000 divided by this, again this, etc. Okay, for duration. And then integer, how what's the time to deliver the project? Mr. Intisar, we said, what was, please type, one of you. I said June 11. Mr. Marash, please type it, or one of you. Ahsantum. 11 from Manslun. Ahsantum. Okay, about 10 days later, 10 days from this time. Mr. Intisar, 10 days is very long. You can construct it less than 1 day, a quarter of a day. Okay, but you have 10 days from this time. Don't delay from that durations. Okay, from that times. You can get your scores. Please be careful about these times. Okay, and that's right. Integer pause between the nodes, node duration multiplied, for example by 1.3. PRG3, I don't know, but some of your friends said June 15. I don't know. Okay, Mr. Intisar said, okay, it's okay. For PRG3, that's right. Okay, here in Telegram I type deadlines 50 of June for PRG 3 and 11 of June for PRG 4. Okay, that's right. No, مسألة يا boss. No. It's very late. 50 of June. Here, and delay pause between notes. Okay, stop the note playing. No, here. Duration between some notes. Okay. That's right, finishing time. Here, and we use tone and no tone. No tone over pin 8. That's right. And anything between inside a loop. Anything inside loop. You can, for example, change these items and get them from a stop into loop. And for example, get some keyboards from instructions from user from keyboard and change your note and complex this code. For example, play some MIDI files, etc. As I said, please, it's possible that the delivery of the third project will be at Farhan and the delivery of the fourth project will be Farhan. Okay, can you reverse the deadline? All of you. If it's all of you are agree, we can change it. The PRG 3 for 11 of 6 and PRG 4 15 of 6. All of you are agree. There's an disagree. Okay, I type, that's right, I type it in Telegram again. Control C here, Control V. 15 for PRG3 and 11 for PRG3 and 15 for PRG4. This is okay. That's right. Ahsantum. If there's any question, Ahsantum is some, and I say fi aman Allah. When will this course end? I said it. In Telegram, okay, in Telegram or and at the next session we say maybe 1 or 2 weeks later. Bye. في أمان الله. Okay, Septasam. مع السلامة Istafa, and end of recording. في أمان الله Mr. Majid, and الله معك الله معنا إن شاء الله. مع السلامة Mr. Ali Abdul Abbas. Don't type. Okay. End of meeting. احسنتم. خدا في امان الله. مستر حامد احمد فواز في امان الله و حفظه. مستر ابتسام خدا حافظ.